Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring you every week the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, as usual, it is currently Saturday, March 9th, and it's currently 11:11 a.m. Eastern Time. It has been 683 days since the release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in-game is the Primus Pass, and the current patch is the community update still to this day. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. However, just a little note of warning that the next 3 Saturdays that are going to be happening, all of these news segments will be happening on Sundays, because on the Saturdays, the next 3 Saturdays, we're going to have events that I'm going to be involved with. So usually in those days, I don't do the news on the same day. I prefer to keep those separate. So it's going to be usually on the Sunday in the afternoon, just in time so we can see the results of the community vote. So, if you are live right now, feel free to ask questions in the chat relevant to what I'm going to be talking about. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I am not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I will do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. And I do not work for Sharkmob. I do not work for Bloodhunt. I'm just a member of the community, just like all y'alls. So yeah, the news this week. Well, hasn't there been like one topic of conversation that has been taking center stage this week is that there has been login issues. Now, to tell you a little bit more about all of this, I actually going to pat myself on the back, because I post a lot on the Bloodhunt Reddit, and by doing so, I've been cataloging everything that's been happening with this logging issue. So, official Sharkmob news from lead community member. Right. Thank you, Devi, for that. All right. Let's look into this. Let's bring this to... Oh, also... Wait. Where's chat? Here's chat. There we go. So, are we able to read this? Yes. So, I posted this on the Bloodhunt Reddit, and it goes a little something like this. You like how it's fixed, but not really. Yeah, of course. So, one thing that happened here, around 5 p.m. Eastern Time on March 4th, some people were starting to notice that there were some issues. Like, some people were getting kicked out of of games. Some people were not able to get back into Bloodhunt. Everyone was getting notifications. At least majority of people were getting notifications that they needed to relink their Bloodhunt account. But as the evening went on, there were more and more people saying that they were having an issue. Funnily enough, some people were still able to log in, and a majority of them seem to be like OG people that have been playing Bloodhunt for a very long time, or had an account for a very long time. They were still able to log in, but a majority of people that were talking about having issues were not able to log in. Now, following this, in the morning, Bloodhunt issued a statement saying that they were aware of the issues and they were looking at it. A few hours later, they said that we have found the cause of the login account issues and we're working on a solution. This process is taking more time than we expected. We will update as soon as things have been resolved. Now, the next update after that was the following day at 5 a.m. Solving the login account issues is taking more time than we expected, but progress is being made. We currently do not have an estimate. We will update you again when we know more. Now, This had all the hallmarks because of the time it was taking to investigate, find a solution, and resolve the issue. This was not looking like it was going to be just a simple fix, just a simple rollback of things. The more time was going on, especially because they said that they found the cause of the login issues, the more, and this is just speculation on my end, the more it was looking like it was more of a manual process that was being taken care of behind the scenes, and this is why it was taking a lot more time. We still do not have, to this moment, we still do not have an answer as to what exactly happened. We just know a recounting of like what exactly happened during the time and date and all of that. So after making this statement, an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half later, they said, we've made some progress on the account issues. Some accounts should be functioning again. If you are still seeing errors, please DM me the error where it happened in our account platform. This was Leon that was posting on the Bloodhunt Discord. All of the other ones were statements that were being made on the social media, namely their Twitter. And the following day after that, March, during the afternoon, there have been reports over the last 24 hours of more and more people finally get... This is me posting that, okay? This is me. Because they're saying, like, they've made some progress on the issue, and I was saying, like, okay, the hours were going by, and we're saying more people saying that now they have their account back, but it was being progressive. So... this is me saying there have been reports over the last 24 hours of more and more people finally getting access to their accounts. However, the issues are not fixed for all accounts yet, and the devs are still working on it. Join the Bloodhunt chat channel and Bloodhunt Discord to have direct updates from the official community managers, because at some point there, once in a while, you had people like Maya, people like Leon that were saying like, hey, if you have some issues, can you please DM me so I can look? And after a certain while, after getting a bunch of DMs, Leon had like enough of a sample of the people that had issues to kind of figure out exactly where the next issues were. Or find out exactly all the people are saying that having an issue about doing this. It's like, okay, I know where to look for this. I know what to tell people. And on March 8th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, they said that the issues are fixed. The logging issues have not been resolved, and as a thank you for your patience, we have prepared a gift of 5,000 tokens and 4 cosmetics. Should you still experience any login issues, please get in touch with our customer support. Now, this has been a weird statement because it looked like after that, immediately after saying that statement, a bunch of people were saying, hey, I still don't have access to my account. And that's why they're saying, like, please get in touch with customer support. Now, moving on from that, it seemed like, the issues are fixed. A majority of the population is able to play, have access to their accounts. Everything's back to normal. But that's not everyone at this point. So, I'm linking to another thread because I've made a thread. Because the thread title is still saying ongoing, but the thing is it's not ongoing anymore. So I made another thread to say, like, fix the login issue and free limited time code to compensate, to let people know that, like, in the title that, hey, there's a free code, people. There's a free code, there's a free thing that's happening. So this is the picture. Oh. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. This is what we got. We've got the code compensation 2024. It's been popping up on my stream once in a while if ever you want to use it. You are getting from this the constrictor female only outfit, the supercharged male only outfit, which I'm gonna be talking about in a second, the intergalactic outfit, and the Dreadhawk hairstyle, and also 5,000 tokens, and this code is valid until March 31st, so the end of the month. So if you are playing Bloodhunt, if you know people who are playing Bloodhunt or have not touched the game or have not figured it out or like any of that stuff, let them know that you've got this code. However, if you are a person that is currently having issues with your account, with a login and all of this, don't claim codes immediately until your account is completely fixed, just to be sure. Okay? Yes, Wavy, I know. Hold on, I'm getting to it. Hold on. So there is this. I've put the instructions. If ever you need to know how to redeem the code, this is what we got. Now, this is something that I've posted on the Bloodhunt Discord. Oh, can we? Yes, we can get in there. I've posted on the Bloodhunt Discord, and people are like reading it or not. If the issue is still not fixed for you, if the website is still asking you to link your things and it's not linking you, and you're getting like error 27 or error 29 because, you know, when you're logging in, you go inside the Bloodhunt website and it's telling you like to connect. Either you're connecting with your email, with your Steam account, with your PlayStation account, you're getting either error 27 or error 29. What exactly does that mean? It means this. They put like there's an article on the website about this that already existed. It's telling you basically to reconnect with one of these things. Okay? And it's asking you to basically restart your restart your Steam, basically restart your PC or restart your console and try to connect again, but it doesn't work. You're trying to sign in and you're stuck in a loop constantly of trying to sign in, and it's giving you an error message saying that your account this email is already linked to a Sharkmob account, or it's telling you that it's not linked or it's already linked or any of that. And basically you are stuck. You're at a point where you're stuck. You're not able to figure this out, and you're wondering exactly what happened with your account. Okay, this is all the people that still have the issues. That's what they keep going on about. So the thing is, whenever you go to the customer support page of Bloodhunt, I'm gonna show you here. Is it this one? Yes. You go to the customer support page of Bloodhunt. You've got here, if ever you want to like ask a question, if ever you want to do like send in the ticket, it's going to ask you to sign in at some point. And you're going to go, I can't sign in to send in my ticket because signing in is the issue. Well, there is a way to send a ticket without necessarily signing in, so you can give your information and they can get back to you. You've got here contact support at the top of the web page of the support website. I'm just going to link it here. Sure you don't have it. Hold on. Do I have it here? Doop. This is the support website. Okay. And this is just for disclosure. I'm just going to put like, here is the article for error 27 or error 29 that I just showed you a moment ago. If you click on this thing, it leads you to submit a request. If you click on contact support, it says submit a request. It's not asking you to log in. All you got to do is add your email address. Okay, you add the email address. You select the platform. You add in your subject. Say, I'm not able to log in or something like that. Your email address, you have to make sure that your email address is the one that you're using for your Sharkmob account, your main Sharkmob account. I know some people like said, hey, you can create an alt account to play in the meantime and all of this. Let's not get it twisted. All of the cosmetics and all the stuff that you've got are saved on one account. It's the email of that account. That's what you had to put in. In the description, and I write this here, in the description, okay, make sure to include your Sharkmob ID, which is the name that you have in game, and either your Steam ID or PlayStation ID in the details, because these are the three things that they need to go investigate and link your account and make sure your account is linked properly. Your email of your account, your Sharkmob ID. This is the name that you have in game. And then either your Steam ID or your PlayStation ID. These three things get linked together. You've got an account that's working everywhere. Because this form is kind of anonymous, you only have your email address, it's good that in the description you add your two things and you say, hey, I've looked at error 27, error 29, I can't figure it out, I'm stuck in a loop, here are my IDs. And then you send you send that. You can attach a file if ever you want, a screenshot or something, the screenshot of the error that you got, and then you can submit. You will receive a ticket at your email address. That's going to say, it's an automatic ticket, automatic email from Sharkmob that's going to say, we've received your ticket, and there's even a number for that ticket. It's like, this is just to let you know, we've got it, we'll get back to you. And then they'll get back to you eventually. Oh, if you have multiple accounts, dude, I don't even know what to do. It gave you a ticket number? Yeah, it's possible. It's supposed to... It's basically, it does the same thing. It does exactly the same thing. It's the same form as what you got here. But it's just like, I'm not counting, like, because I know that some people are on mobile and some people like look at things differently. I'd rather just go like, this is the generic website, this is the way to do it, this is how to reach things. If you want the link directly, to this page, this is the support page that it's going to be in. There we go. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Okay, so have I covered everything in here? Okay, so this is how you submit a ticket, and then I'm gonna move on to this to some of the statements that have been made about this. Okay, we've covered this. This is good. We've covered this. Yeah, at this point also. You just have to, like, once you sent your ticket, you got your email reply, automatic email reply. That's good. You just wait until someone will get back to you. Now, there's no point in sending extra support tickets. In fact, the staff has said that making multiple tickets will only slow down the process both for yourself and for everyone else who's trying to get their issues fixed. Okay? This was my Reddit post. I want to get back to that in a second. But first, just to kind of complete the whole issue that we've got here. Hold on. I'm moving too forward ahead. I've got here some statements. Here's the official statement from Maya, community manager on the Bloodhunt Discord. If you've already sent a ticket after the announcement, no need to send more. Not only isn't it going to make your case faster, it's going to make everything slower. So here's the official statement. I'm not pulling these statements out of my ass. Just letting you know this is how it works. Also, yesterday, Far had a stream. And Tobias came over to say hi, explain a few things. I'm going to get to that in a second. But it's going to tie in two things. First of all, let's talk about the items that we've got here. So, the items that we've got here, Constrictor was a part of a battle pass. It's fine and good and dandy. If you missed out the battle pass, that's all good. The Intergalactic Jacket. This was probably, after the ranked masks, this was probably the outfit that was requested the most from the Bloodhunt community, I think, over the last year. Ever since there's been like the store updates, even before they were the automatic store updates, people wanted the Intergalactic, also known as this rainbow zebra outfit. People were wanting to know, like, where do we get this? How can we get this? This outfit was during early access, during the Halloween part of the early access. There was a quest chain that you had to complete. this outfit was at the complete end of the quest chain, if ever you managed to complete it within the time frame that it was available. And yeah, if you completed the whole quest at the end, you got this as a reward. Now, I know that I'm not going to necessarily start a discussion about items and exclusivity, because this is a big topic that can be like either constructive or not. I'm not going to discuss this during the news segment. We can talk about this on stream after I'm done recording. I know there's been some people that have the discussions about item exclusivity, because some people feel like this outfit was probably like kind of like one of the last bastions of item exclusivity that existed inside the game. I'm just going to mention that. Gonna move on. The other thing that's special about this outfit is specifically because of PlayStation players. The early access was not made for PlayStation players. Early access was only made for PC players. So this is big for console players, because this is the first time that they actually have a shot at getting it. This was one of the items that was, evading them, and they never knew if that was going to ever come back. So yeah, now it's available. It's available for everyone. Discussions to continue later. Very happy about that. Now, the Dreadhawk is a hairstyle that I believe was not made available. I would have to dig in to remember when it was made available. I do not recall this exactly when it was made available, but anyways, some people were asking about some of the hairstyles, because we're missing some hairstyles. We're missing some hair colors in the store. So very happy to see a hairstyle that's coming in. Personally, the Dreadhawk is one of the hairstyles that I've been using a lot on my Nosferatu and Bruja characters, because it fits them a lot. Now, with the Supercharge outfit, that is very special, because this is the first recolor of something that was PlayStation exclusive only. So I'm gonna bring this screenshot back again from back in the day, where if you pre-ordered the Founders Ultimate Edition on PlayStation, you had a bunch of exclusives, because as I told you, early access was something that PlayStation did not have access to. So this was giving them basically the rewards of the Founders Battle Pass that we had during early access, all the rewards that came from that. But also, if they pre-ordered, and only if they pre-ordered, they got these 3 PlayStation only exclusive, which was the Samurai Mask that we've got here, and you got also those 2 outfits here. I don't know exactly which one is which, but you got the Head Rush and Fast Forward outfit, which was male and female outfits that we got here. And they were only for PlayStation exclusive, only during, only as a pre-order. And as I've mentioned before, when in the last few weeks when I've been talking about, like, are some items going to ever come back? I got confirmation from Tobias that items that were part of brand deals are not going to come back. Therefore, these 3 exclusive items never coming back, never going to be available ever again, because they were part of a contract. Basically, that's the best way to explain it to you, is part of a contract. It was supposed to be for a certain duration of time, as signed and declared. So if it's done, it's done. There you go. But a few months ago, the female outfit, we saw it come back as a Twitch drop, a recolored Twitch drop. This was the Sporty Chic outfit. And it was the first time that the PC players could get their hands on this fashion. Because yeah, this fashion, like, there were no other like recolors of that kind of that kind of outfit. It was only the PlayStation 5 exclusive one, so I was very happy to see, like, okay, we got our hands on that now. Are we going to see the male one come back? And yes, this is basically this is what we got with the Supercharge. It is like a male recolor version that is now available for PC players only. And yes, this recolor was never seen before, so this is a new thing that we've got here. Yeah. So, yeah. Very happy to see this. Oh, also another thing that I completely forgot to mention. Let me just go quickly in my files, see if I can like pull this out of my butt again. Yes. Remember the 5,000 tokens that we've got here. 5,000 tokens that is given free for us. Well, let me pull this back again. Some people might recognize this. It's a recap of the Bloodhunt battle passes that I put together. Like, this is me, this is my graphic that I put together from the past. Some battle passes had a token cost. Some of them had some tokens refunded. So basically at certain different levels of battle passes, you got some tokens back. The Nemesis pass was the one that gave us 8,400 tokens. And the Primus pass, which is currently the one in-game that's online right now, if you play through it and it's completely free, you get 3,300 tokens refunded. So right now, that 5,000 tokens that they're giving us for free is the second biggest refund of tokens that we've had so far in the history of the game. So happy shopping to everyone who got their who was able to claim their 5,000 tokens. For the people who don't have their accounts all sorted out, I hope that this gets sorted out soon for you if you like follow the instructions that it gave you about the how to submit your ticket. And hopefully you'll be able to claim this code before it expires on March 31st at the end of this month. So yeah, I think that we were pretty, like, apart from the discussion about item exclusivity regarding the intergalactic outfit, I think that no one has been very sad or angry about this kind of compensation that's been given from the Bloodhunt devs. I think everyone's very appreciative about that. Now, what I was saying that was gonna tie everything back in is that Tobias was in Far's chat yesterday. And he had a few things to say. Yeah, about the intergalactic jacket outfit. We knew this one was very highly sought after, so happy to see the joy from the gift. Said it was a good choice. I wish we could have given these things to all of you for a better reason. Which leads me to think that there were some plans to give us those items, but things took a turn, and those plans got shifted around. Another thing that he said was, I'm sad that there are people still affected by this. Our guys were working around the clock to solve the core problem. We will get those accounts fixed as soon as we can, though. Support are still working around the clock to help with this. Maybe it's going to be a little bit slower because now we're officially during the weekend, but everyone please be patient. Like, every account, as they go by, they're going to finally figure out exactly like how to set up or how to fix all the accounts. Probably all, like, it's not there might be in some cases, and again, I'm speculating here, it might be in some cases that they don't have necessarily the info to connect all of the dots together to make sure that your account is back. So it requires an intervention from you. So as in, if you're just sitting there and waiting for your account to suddenly be fixed, like you reboot all your things and then suddenly your account is all fixed, that may not look like it's the case. You might have, like, it may be that your only option is to send the ticket the way that I told you how to do it. It might be the only way to get all of that fixed. But since we don't necessarily have an explanation of like how exactly is this working, what is the issue behind it, I can only speculate. So yeah, these are the instructions. I'm trying to help out as many people on the Discord as possible. I put like the exact post that I put on Reddit about like the steps of what exactly to do, what to follow. I put that in the Bloodhunt chat. If people want to help out, you can always link to that post that I made in there. I'd be very appreciative because I cannot have my eyes on the Discord all the time. That being said, let's move on to other topics. This was the big thing that slowed down everything this week. Of course, it's going to be affecting some numbers again this week. So don't look at the Steam charts or, don't go look at the leaderboards for Bloodhunt on Tracker GG. The numbers are going to be down this week. Absolutely, for sure. This is a fluke. I hope that this... what was someone saying? Someone was calling it a stimulus package. I hope this code serves as a stimulus package, gets more people back in the game, maybe even people that did not even have those issues or anything, suddenly getting some free outfits and getting some 5,000 tokens. Suddenly they might be going like, oh, maybe we're gonna get back into Bloodhunt. Maybe gonna see like, are there things inside the store? Maybe like, I haven't played Bloodhunt in a year or so or something like that. Maybe it's time to log in and see like, oh, what's happening with this game that I thought was going to be dead and suddenly it's not. Well, I mean, suddenly it's not. You haven't been paying attention, and who can fault you for that? But yeah, that's I hope this gives a little boost. But at the same time, we've talked about like, server costs and tokens and the correlation between those two things. So I hope it's going to be like more beneficial than a detriment. We're going to see how that goes like in the next few weeks, and I would say in coming months. But let's continue on to another topic. I would just want to remind everyone that currently, as you're watching this stream, and also it is active on other people's streams. Whoops. That is not the thing I wanted to show. There you go. There it is. Hello. The Twitch drops are currently active from on the top 100 streamers who managed to stream a lot of Bloodhunt during the month of February. For the whole month of March, they are rewarded with having the drops on their channel. It's gotten to... we've got two campaigns. Basically, the first campaign, which covers these 4 items. So the Burnout outfit, the Feel the Burn outfit, the Please Die outfit, and the White Death mask. You have to watch 4 hours of Bloodhunt stream that is properly tagged of the top 100 streamers for you to claim those. And after claiming those 4 hours, if you still haven't gotten them before, there is going to be another 4-hour campaign for you to claim the Milk outfit and Swift Vision eyewear. This is available for the entire month, at which on March 29th we will be getting a new series of drops. If you're following this this tweet that I got, it's a series of tweets. You're gonna see like, here are the names of all the accounts that have top 100 status. But also there is a nifty little link inside the Twitch category that is right here that puts a filter in the category with the people who have drops, so you can only see the streams that have drops. If ever you want to go in there. There's some little crafty people that like to add on their title, on their stream title, like to advertise on the tweets and social media, I have drops, and you go inside their channel and they don't have drops. Naughty. Does the top 100 stream get sent the emblem automatically to their accounts? No. All of the so what Wavy is currently talking about is that there was for February there was a contest for streamers that they would get their icon and code for the press start icon and game over banner that is specifically for streamers only. I was the one that sent the DMs for that. So Wavy, you probably have a Twitch DM from me or a Discord DM from me, if I already have your Discord or something like that, with the code to give you if you were in the top 100. So if you don't have that, if you're not seeing that and you're supposed to be in the top 100 streamers list, please send me a DM. I'll contact you this afternoon or something like that to make sure that I caught you. There are about like 6 people left, around 6 people left that I haven't been able to contact in the 100 people because there's no way to contact them. I don't know their Discord. Their Twitch DMs are set to private, so there's no way to DM them. So we'll see what happens with that. You can take their codes far. Okay, I'll see if I can work out something with you. And also, if you want to have, if you are a streamer of Bloodhunt and you would like to have the drops activated on your channel, you would like to be a part of the top 100. Again, if you continue to scroll down on this tweet, there is a little guide here on where exactly you need to go to if you want to keep an eye on your status of top 100. It's all listed there inside this tweet. So, let's continue. What do we have in there? Okay, we're going to be talking next about a very important topic, community voting. Now, this is... I just completely forgot about that, right? I just completely forgot to... Hold on. Yeah, I completely forgot to set these tweets up. Let's go anyways. Community voting. So these are the results of the vote that we got for this week. These are currently active inside the game. So it's just to inform you, basically, for TDM maps at 40%, we got the combo of Rooftop Restaurant, Old Town Square, and Slaughterhouse. 40% still pretty divided. So pretty much like no one really had any idea what to select. There was not really that much of a preference, I would imagine. For legendary weapons, as expected, 53% of the votes, Tommy gun, flare gun, marksman rifle, and assault rifle. This was to be expected. Absolutely no surprise there. And for the artifacts, which came as a big surprise for a lot of people, Hand of Glory and Eye of Thorns. But at 37% of the vote, which means that the community was pretty divided on which combo of artifacts to choose. So, yeah. Make wise choice, people. Make some wise choices if ever you want to choose for the artifacts. Some people were not happy about this selection of artifacts. They were expecting something with a little bit more movement, something like the options with the boots or the options with the crow. That did not happen. Now, the options of this week. Why did it open in this window? That does not make sense. Yeah. Just figure it out. Okay. So these are the options that we got. Basically, it's the same options. They're just like switched around for the artifacts. We got Eye of Thorns and Hand of Glory. The book, the Nodus volume and Crow Famulus, and Expediter's Boots and Rourke's Ram. Now, one of the really funny things about this week is the people that have been going like, okay, the people that really don't like the hand, okay, been going like, all right, we had enough of this. Everyone, let's all vote together. And there's a part of the community that's been saying, let's vote for Boots and Ram. And some other streamers that have been going like, let's vote for Nodus Volume and Crow Famulus. Enough of this. So I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow, Sunday in the evening, we discover that the vote for movement here has been also super divided, and we also end up with another week with Eye of Thorns and Hand of Glory, because I think that's really funny. From a bunch of people that are supposedly like talking to each other, are voting, are telling people to vote differently. It's gonna be very divided. I'm very anxious to see the results of this. But but it's gonna be important. Just keep in mind. Hold on. Let's go through the other votes. For TDM maps, we've got Abandoned Mall, Slaughterhouse Memorial Park. Option 2, Rooftop Restaurant, Burning Church, and Rodolphinum. And option number 3, Harbor, Railway Station, and Graveyard. And me personally, if ever like you needed to have like a suggestion for me, if you don't know exactly which TDM maps to choose, my vote would go for option 3, because we've got a lot of option 1 right now this week, and there's Rodolphinum in option 2. And we haven't seen like some of these TDM options for a while, so it's good to see them. The only people that cry about the hand are the crybabies, or I mean big streamers. Don't like that kind of opinion. But okay. In terms of the weapons, legendary weapons, we've got option 1 of hunting rifle, pump shotgun, flare gun, auto shotgun. Option 2, dual crossbows, toggler pistol, dual pistols. And option 3, 9-barrel burst rifle, silence SMG, and sniper rifle. There seems to be, good variety. I don't think that there's any specific category here that I would vote more for one or the other just by looking at them. Seem to be pretty rounded out, I think. Although I wouldn't be surprised if option 3 won. But it doesn't necessarily have the spray and pray quality that people like from, let's say, an assault rifle or a Tommy gun. So I think that all of these 3 options are pretty good by themselves. I don't know. We never know. But one thing that's going to be very important about all of these votes, and not just this vote, the vote of all for the next 3 weeks. These votes are going to be very, very important. Why? It's because the next 3 Saturdays, we've got big events, big community events, and it's going to be important, whatever these 3 events are going to be, that we choose things wisely. So, what do we have next week? We have, next week, we've got Testament number 2, Protect the Prince. It is, finally I can show it. Yeah, there we go. It was supposed to be today originally, but since we got all the login issues and all the problems with technology right now, I decided to reschedule for next weekend. So, next Saturday, next Saturday is going to be the Protect the Prince event. Switched it up a little bit. Didn't have all the times because we're moving the times. So, Protect the Prince. It is a trios public event. Basically, we're going to be on public servers. It's going to be trios. How it works, you've got all the information here on this inside this form, inside this sign up form. And you've got also, if ever you want to, you've got a nice little video, a link to video here that explains you exactly how Protect the Prince works. And you've got also a document to explain the basics. So basically, it recounts a little bit of what's in the video. And you've got some extra rules. You've got some extra information here because this is going to be on a public server. It's going to be hosted on my stream, and I'm going to give the count, the 3, 2, 1 count for everyone to queue together. And it won't necessarily matter if everyone is in the same match together because it's public server. There's some variables. We can't necessarily expect everyone to always be on the same server at all times. We can't necessarily expect to only have 10 teams. We might have more than 10 teams that want to join this event. But there's specific instructions to follow. I talked about like some of these, all the details I talked about last week. How the prince basically, inside the trio, the prince is a person that does not carry or use weapons. And the moment that they die, the team is done. The team is over. The two other people inside the trios are at the same time trying to attack other trios, trying to get their prince down, and also trying to protect their own prince. And yes, they can also like add the extra rule that the prince cannot pick up any artifacts as well. So it's weapons and artifacts. For the rest, the prince can be whatever archetype that you want. It can you can use like all the other consumables. You can carry ammo for your team. You can like carry all the other equipment for your team and drop them and exchange it to them. It's all good. The prince can, like, if ever one of the bodyguards dies and gets like entirely killed, you can always use the resurrection stations, except for the prince. Now, the prince is going to be interesting because I'm wondering, what is the prince doing during all this time? Are we, Far. Are we going to see muses as prince? Are we going to see saboteurs as prince? It's going to be interesting. Another thing about the prince is whoever is going to be in a match as the prince, well, we're going to need to know exactly which one inside your team is designated prince at the beginning of the match. And these people needs to wear the milk or denim venom outfit, which looks like this. They're looking pretty much the same. So we can easily identify in all of the trios who is the prince, as sort of like seeing them as targets. And also, another reason why they're not allowed to use artifacts is if ever we have the Hand of Glory again inside the game, we don't want a prince that is stealthed. Seems reasonable. I hope that I will be spending some time this week streaming so I can explain a little bit more how this works, and I will actually be playing trios. Playing trios, me? That never happens. So the event is going to be happening for 2 hours, or when 7 matches are going to be over, whichever is going to be feeling right whenever the event is going to happen. And yes, it's a sign-up form, so you can already sign up the same way that you do for a FUNament. You can sign up, you can scroll down up to the part where it says here, you can sign up here. You're done. You don't need to fill in all the rest of the form right now. There are as prizes, you're gonna get like the same kind of thing that happens for last time that we had a testament, mainly that the main event winners are going to win a certain amount of tokens per teammate. Each teammate is going to win a certain amount of tokens and their choice of cosmetic. The choice of cosmetic is one between the 4 cosmetics here: Fiercely Loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, Fluorophore tattoo, or Bend the Knee emote. And there's also going to be, like I did last time, some mystery winners that there's going to be 5 individual, it's not going to be the team, individual winners that are going to win some things, and the conditions to win are completely random and no one knows except for me, and it's going to be revealed when we're going to get the scorecard together on stream. So, everyone of every skill level is invited to participate. This is supposed to be a fun event for the community, but at the same time, we're trying to test out, is this an activity that people want to do? If you're not good at trios, hey, maybe you can be the prince and be like flanked by 2 bodyguards of people like who are really good at the game, or you just want to have fun with your friends. So there's going to be like multiple matches, so the prince inside your team can change from match to match, as long as we're clear that you're only one of you is going to be wearing like the one outfit. That's it. Take a look at the rules, take a look at the video as I'm explaining exactly how this concept works. Yeah, and I hope that you're going to be signing up. I hope that you're going to be joining with the event that's going to be happening next Saturday. So in that respect of how exactly this should work with trios, yeah, how exactly does this work for trios with Protect the Prince if you need a prince? Which artifact would be like better? If you want to protect a prince, which weapons would be better if you're going to be playing in trios? Not just solos, trios. Choices to make. Complicated, complex. Need to think about it. Need to find a team. You can also go inside the Bloodhunt Discord in the LFG channels for PC and PS5, and look for teammates. Group up. Get yourself a trio together. The other thing is that this event serves as good practice for trios for another event that's going to be happening later. But before that, this was like this incoming Saturday. The next one that we have is the FUNament. FUNament number 10. Boom. FUNament number 10, as decided by the community. Or at least like a few members of the community. You have voted in the feedback form that FAR put out last time after FUNament number 9 that FUNament number 10 is going to be, for the first time ever, a team deathmatch event. Now I'm gonna say, like, even though there's not a lot of people that necessarily voted, okay, I think it's less than 30 people who voted, a majority of the 30 people who voted, so about like 15 people, decided team deathmatch was going to be the event to cover. Now, just want to specify, it's going to be working exactly like it did when we did the testament about this. This is going to be solo. It's going to be based on solo performance, meaning that you can sign up in solo. By the way, if you don't know, in team deathmatch, I know it says team deathmatch inside the game. It says team deathmatch trios, but you can queue in solo, you can queue in duo, you can queue in trio. The matchmaker doesn't care how you queue inside this game mode. A lot of people queue in solos for team deathmatch. So yeah, whichever kind of combo that you're going to be playing team deathmatch during that event, it's only going to be your solo performance that is going to be recorded and used in order for you to get prizes. Get yourself on the scorecard. As usual, you've got all the details here inside the form that FAR put out there. You've got the videos to help you exactly how to fill out the form, how to find your tracker stats to fill in the form. Got a little point calculation that's been adjusted for this event, and as usual, you've got the participation reward of the Dark Angel and Iron Will icon and banner, which I do not have here, but let's look at all the prizes here. And for the kill race, as usual, it's still the same thing. For people that join up for the kill race, first, second, and third prizes get amount of tokens, cosmetic, and also get the Creator Bronze banner and icon to go along with it. That is competitive rewards that we are allowing on the FUNament. And there's also the concept of closest to average, where some people get some tokens and a cosmetic of their choice, and there's also a random participant that is going to win also a cosmetic of their choice. If we're looking at the rewards here, a lot of you know them. So this is the creation icon and banner. You've got the choices of cosmetic. It's between Lupin outfit, Fluorophore tattoo, Fiercely Loyal, and here is the participation prize of the Dark Angel and Iron Will icon and banner. This is the only way to get them, is to sign up and participate in the event. You don't need to sign up, but if you need to participate, you need to submit some scores in order to get that. Now let's make sure that these are, legitimate. Legitimate participation. You didn't just like load inside the match and decided to jump inside the mouth of the nearest shark and say like, oh, okay, I've played a match. That doesn't count. So far, no one has done that, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, again, a reminder that this event is, again, like my Protect the Prince, it's open to everyone. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad at the game, how well or badly you perform in the game, you always have a chance of winning some things. And yes, exactly. We have been pushing Farah and myself, and also like basing ourselves on the feedback of different people inside the community. Some people think that it's time to switch up the choice of cosmetics. So if ever you are interested in the Fiercely Loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, Fluorophore tattoo, now would be a very good moment to start joining in those events and those little contests that we're putting up for the community, because it might be, depending on whenever we're going to have our discussions and whatever's going to be decided, these might be the last few events that you're going to see with these rewards in there before they get shelved or like become less common, because we've been pushing those rewards since, if I remember correctly, since October. And some people are a little bit tired of seeing those rewards and want something else, a little rotation. Even if it's not any new stuff, it's just like different stuff that people cannot get anymore. Let's try to do something with that. So yeah, keep that in mind, that it's always that it's possible that we change those in nearby future. Now, what I was saying about like the Protect the Prince event being good practice, it is because now officially on March 30th, so in the third Sunday starting from now, we are going to have the Trios competitive tournament for PC players. That's going to be happening. Now, I'm not going to hide, I'm a little nervous because I've never put together a competitive tournament for PC, so I don't know exactly how that's going to go. So yeah, I hope everything goes well. I hope everything like goes like neatly and everything. But yeah, this is an event to get the highly sought after, the very rare competitive prize masks, the competitive, not just the masks but also the rewards that go along with it. Here is the graphic. You also have the icons and banners that go along with those, and you get, if ever you find yourself in first, second, or third place, you get to choose which mask you want to get. You can only get one, but you get to choose which one you want to get. Now, consider the fact that we've had 3 competitive events so far, plus another kind of little in Discord little event where some people got some masks. It is like those events come by very, very rarely. So I hope that everyone signs up, behaves themselves, because if everything goes smoothly with that event, I'm gonna set up more of these. But there are certain stipulations that go along with this, because I've been burned once already in the past in trying to set up those competitive events. Some people inside the community, I think the best way to describe this as, are very passionate about winning those rewards and are willing to do a lot of things to get those masks. So, you know, let's go with a little description here. So it's going to be happening on Saturday, March 30th. It's going to be taking place on the Bloodhunt private server in Trios game mode. It is for PC players, whether you play mouse and keyboard or you play controller players, or you play controller. It's for PC only because technical reasons. PS5 cannot connect to Steam They cannot access the private server that way, so that's why it's only for PC players. So 10 teams are going to be selected to have a trios lobby made with only players, as we usually do during competitive events. This isn't changing. So they're going to be selected based on Tracker GG stats to ensure that it's a competitive event as much as possible. I'm also going to be selecting 4 teams to be basically benched on the sideline, ready to jump in if ever there was a team that was missing or unable to play, or the trio isn't there to log in and play. If ever there's possibility. So basically, it's not because you're not a part of the 10 teams that it doesn't mean that you're not gonna have your shot to get inside the match. On the week of March 18th, the final rules and the instructions will be posted along with the teams who have made the cut. And this is organized by me. Yeah. So I'm asking, with this in mind, everyone, I would ask you, if ever you want to join in this event, please do it ASAP, as quickly as possible, so I can make sure that we've got Tobias and the gang setting up the server for us. There's special instructions to be sent out to different people and exactly how to access the private server and all of that jazz. So there needs to be a lot of preparation set for this. So that's why the sign up time is going to be very short. The prizes. So all the team members are going to get the 3 prizes and all of this. And when this is going to be casted, there's going to be 2 viewer prizes. As I was saying, signups are up until March 17th in the evening. They're encouraged to sign up as quickly as possible so we can guarantee that we can book a private server. Only the team captain needs to register for their team. Now, we're getting to the part where I need to speak this out to people, okay? Teams who sign up and are selected are expected to commit to the entirety of the event, no leaving early, no going, F this, we're not gonna win, we're leaving the server. None of that. None of that. That being said, if a selected team should find themselves unable to perform at the event, backup teams will step up to take the spot. As 14 teams will be selected, signing up does not guarantee team participation. And here's the part I need to make sure that everyone understands, okay? And read between the lines if needed. As Bloodhunt does not have a thriving competitive community, players of all skill levels are invited to sign up and participate. While the event is tagged as competitive, if we find ourselves lacking in high-tier competitive participants, we will not be canceling the event and will fill spots with whomever is willing to play in the event, and they will have a shot at winning the prizes. I hope this is clear for everyone. If competitive players are looking at this event and are saying, I'm not joining in, that's fine. Any other person in the community who wants to get in the competitive event, whether they are considered competitive or casual, will get a shot at winning those masks. AKA, not gonna be running after competitive people, not gonna be necessarily considering, is this event fully, strongly, 100% competitive with competitive players all the time? If people don't want to sign up, they don't sign up. The people that want to sign up, they're in. They get the shot. They get the shot at the title. All right, kid? You just got to sign up and you can get your shot at the title. But yeah, there's still going to be the filtering, the looking at the teams and seeing which ones are the most competitive to have a competitive event. But if the competitive people don't sign up, hey, person that's tried to play Bloodhunt for the last 3 weeks, you're good. You want a shot at the highest, most sort of rewards that are available right now in the game? You're jumping in. You're next in line. It's up to you, people in the community. It's up to you, player base. It's up to you, everyone. That's why I put it in bold and italic, and everyone understands exactly what that means. I am not going to be running after people. I'm not going to be begging on both knees. Please, please, competitors, please sign up. Okay, so the people that want to sign up, the people that want to show up, show up. Sign up. Make sure that you marked on your calendar that you're going to be there and you're not just going to be a no-show, you know? All of that jazz. Make sure your team is, you know, your connection, your communication between your teammates is solid. All right, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. Don't book a family outing during that time. That time slot is there. All right. Just the captain. I know this is gonna be hard for you, Serial, but I wrote a lot of things. I wrote a lot of things inside here. So like let's say here, only the team captain needs to register the team. No need for individual signups. I know Serial just doesn't. I know Serial. I've been in Serial streams. I know he doesn't necessarily like to read a lot of things, but oh no, okay. I wasn't necessarily talking about that one thing, but okay. I know people like to skim a lot of stuff. I know you like to skim. Don't. I know your things. I know you. Load up VR. All right. Are there other things I needed to talk about? Of course, like there are some things that are absolutely like necessary and understood. Another thing that I added here, and just so everyone is clear also as well on this little rule that I added, because by the way, this is a competitive event organized by me with my rules. So this is another special rule. No drama rule. People who are suspected of instigating drama, propagating drama, bringing their own personal issues or game issues, sabotaging other players' chance at participating, and other types of behavior that can fall under the category of drama will find themselves excluded from this specific event at Khalior Soar's discretion, as he's too old for this shit and doesn't want to spend hours reading your DMs. I hope everyone understands this part. And also, it's not banned, it's excluded from this specific event. So if you have any kind of issue, or like I've heard some of the issues that some people like mentioned during past competitive events, I'm not going to deal with any of this. I'm not going to deal with any of that stuff, okay? Khalior, please ban controller players from this event. No. If people want to come at me with some weird stuff that people or shady stuff that people are doing inside the background, in the background, all right, excluded. I'm not banning you, excluded. Fix your personal issues with other players, like grown adults, between yourselves. Don't bring this on me. Too old for this shit. Also, not having drama, what does that do? This will also ensure that Sharkmob continues to agree to set up the private servers for us and continues to give out competitive prizes in the future. AKA, if ever there's some drama and it goes up to the community managers, their reaction will be not, oh, let's go through the fine details of whatever's going to be happening here. Let's sort out this drama. Let's figure out a solution. No, their reaction will be kind of like a butthole. As in, I'm going to clench up so hard, there's not going to be any event. Nothing's going to come out. no prizes are gonna go, and no prizes are gonna be happening. There's not gonna be like any cash of prizes or explosions of things. They're just gonna close up. They're gonna clench up, and they're gonna go. See you next time. This event is not gonna happen. All right. So if there's drama, they're just gonna go whoop. That was probably not the right expression to use, but they're not gonna be puckering, let's just say, okay? So, but yeah, it's specifically, it's in regards to drama that happened in the past, in regards to competitive events and prizes and all of that. They've said, we don't want any drama, or else it's going to be another mark against competitive prizes in the community. And there might be a certain amount of times where this happens, where we're just going to go, you know what? There's too much drama that happens whenever we bring out the competitive prizes. We are not going to give them any more to anyone. End of story. We're working on Exoborne. I don't want that situation to happen. A lot of you don't want that situation to happen. So please, keep your drama to yourselves. If you've got some beef, figure it out for yourselves. Don't bring it in here, right? That's it. Also, there's also one of you has got to be streaming. One of you's got to be streaming. That's also a very important part, because we need to make sure that we've got the point of view of at least one person inside your team. If ever there's issues, if ever there's any controversy, even after the event has ended and we need to go watch some VODs, we need to make sure that everything's been streamed and the VOD is still there so we can go peruse through it. There you go. Also, in the next page, there are certain questions about in the sign-up form about like what things should be banned or what things should be allowed. So make sure you think about that, but at the same time, also sign up quickly, everyone, so we can make sure that we've got an event that's happening. Keep in mind also, for this specific kind of event, we've got some people at Sharkmob that will be taking their time off of working on Exoborne, which is their main thing, that will be setting up a specific server for us, okay, for the community, and also will be monitoring during a Saturday off of the, sometime on their weekend to do this for us, the community. Let's make sure that this is happening, that this event happens, and that it's worthwhile, and that it's happening without any problems, all right? Because like these people or else are going to be like, well, that was a waste of my time, of my energy, and doing this thing for this community who can't get their shit together. I don't want this to happen. All right. Now, so that's why I was saying, like, hey, protect the prince. Nice little preview, nice little exercise in, like, trios synergy that you might want to get in preparation for the competitive trios tournament happening on March 30th. Mark your calendars and sign up. And yet, like I said, I want to reiterate this. If ever you don't necessarily need to be competitive to sign up and have a shot at it. The worst that can happen is you get to play in a private server for the whole weekend. You get to see what a private server feels like when you're playing against real people. And maybe you can even like play TDM also on the private server. You can play TDM on your own with like just a group of just a bunch of people, like only human TDMs. That'd be good, right? Usually they leave you like if ever you've got the access to be in the private server, you can just like try different things and invite your friends. And anyways, but that's after the event. Anyways, moving on. I spent way too much time on this, but I hope that seriously, I've seen there's some people inside the chat that are people inside the community. I hope that you are going to be passing on the messages. I hope that I've been clear about this. Also, I hope that I'm going to be able to stream a little bit more during the next few weeks. So if ever anyone's got any questions or needs specifications or precisions about like any of that stuff, you let me know. All right. What's still going on? We still got some events that are going on, and they're ending this weekend. They're ending tomorrow. We've got the Leaper Messiahs. That's still going on. Boom, there you go. There's the link. Leaper Messiahs, which is basically you need to play Bruja, any Bruja, and down people with the baseball bat. And you have a chance of winning the 3 cosmetic prizes that we all know. There's going to be 3 winners that are going to be randomly chosen from all the people who sign up for this. And there's also for the people who are not necessarily good at getting the kills in. If you're not that proficient, there's also a bonus entry that you can get if you manage to take the screenshot that is required. A screenshot of your character using the soaring leap. While you're using the soaring leap, you need to take a screenshot because this is to celebrate leap year, and we've got characters that literally have soaring leap. It's in the name of the ability. What else can I tell you? Anyway, so the sign up form is right there. Go join in. You've got up until the end of this weekend to submit your matches. Also, that something that ends tomorrow in this weekend. We've got Fashion Victims. Fashion Victims, we are going to be voting on the person who will be crowned the winner. We've got 6 selections that have been taken from the people who have submitted their outfits. Also, if ever you vote, you have a chance. There's going to be 1 random winner. From all of the people that vote, 1 random winner is going to win a Bend the Knee emote code. Now, about this, there's been some people asking, like, wait a second. Like, it's been happening once in a while. Some people go like, wait a second, that's the best that you've got for us as a selection? Really? There's even one that has the same outfit twice. How do you select this? Well, it just so happens that select the best screenshots out of those that have been submitted to us. Some don't fit the theme. Some are not interesting. Some have dubious screenshot quality. Like it's been taken off, like with an old phone camera that's projected on an old TV screen and all of this. Creativeness in the shots is also good, but we work with what you give us. We work with what you give us. So I'm just saying that pretty much every time that we've had a theme, okay, and we've been doing this for a while now. I have to say, I've been finding myself really disappointed in the community's submissions. There's a few of them. We get a few of them that have been like really the most creative ones. Like you've been seeing like they've been on the forefront. They've always been like the most creative, like stand out immediately, and they've always been in the voting choices. All the other ones have been like, I know there's better outfits out there. There's better outfits out there. They exist. I have some of them. I've always been disappointed that there's like, even like, you don't necessarily need to be like extremely creative. There's easy outfits that fit the theme, but instead we get, for instance, for this one, I think we got 3 or 4 people using the same purple, the electric purple coat for women. So, in the number of when we've got 4 screenshots and we've got a total of, I don't know, like around 12 or 14 people that submit, this shortens down the selection that we have. So what I'm saying is, submit your creative screenshots. That's my best I can do. So, The selection that we present is really the best out of what we've got and what fits the theme and what the judges decide as well. I'm not a judge. I don't decide, but I usually tend to agree with the choices that our two judges have picked most of the time with the options that we got. Anyways, so vote. This barely takes 5 minutes, people, to complete. So go join in. There's the link. Well, the link is in chat right now. So yeah, go ahead. What else do we got? We've got Scouting Prague. Our usual weekly Scouting Prague event, which is basically you need to find the location of the screenshot that Far took of some locations inside Prague. The winner of week number 5 was Kaz Dream the Kid. Congratulations. Now, for number 6 here, let's to reiterate, the rule is you need to find the same outfit and archetype and the location. So basically, here is the screenshot. The screenshot that we've got there, we've got a little street art of a Shiba Inu that some people might recognize as the Dogecoin or Doge, basically. So you don't necessarily need to replicate the exact same thing, the exact same outfit that Far did here. You need the outfit, you need the archetype, you can figure out what kind of archetype, and you just need the screenshot. That's all you need. You don't need to have the ponytails and the orange hair and have the Candy Kid eyeglasses and the orange makeup and all of that. You don't need that. You just need the outfit, the archetype, and that screenshot. That's all you need to do. And what do we have this week? Oh, we've got the Lupin outfit and the Fluorophore tattoo as possible rewards. So, you get to choose. Correct gender as well? Yeah, but it's not, outfit and archetype. If you can, I think it wouldn't hurt, right? So, yeah, try to do that. Scouting Prague is an event that ends and begins every Wednesday. So, sign up. I think that yesterday Far told me that only 6 people send in the screenshots. Sign up more. In general, that's another thing that I want to mention. Sign up, people. Sign up for the events that we're organizing. When we see that we only have a handful of people that submit stuff, that sign up for things, it makes us not really super interested in holding more of those events when there's no one that says they're going to be there, that signs up and all of that stuff. So, just sign up if ever you want to participate. That's going to be helping us. Also, I want to point out that this screenshot at the top, which is this one, is always, the screenshot that goes along with it is always a clue of where the screenshot, the location that you're looking for is. So if ever you know where this area is, it's gonna give you a clue of exactly what's the area that you're trying to find. Now that that's been covered, Charismation, if you can wait once I'm done with the news, I'm gonna be able to answer your question. If there's not someone else that wants to help them out with the issue. I'm just gonna move along with the recording of the news right now. So next up, that's it for Bloodhunt news. The other thing I want to mention is that Exoborne, they've done another rehack event, which is basically an ARG. that they do once in a while, and the reward every time that they do a rehack is a little bit of a video or an artwork or something about, you know, things that are happening behind the scenes for Exoborne. Now, what we got was this week Exoborne announcement trailer behind the scenes part 3. And, you know, it's a nice little video about the studio that helped make the cinematic at Platige, if I remember how it's correctly said. And it turns out also there's a little tidbit that they say in there where it's not the first time that they worked with Sharkmob to create cinematics. So it, like they said just kind of in passing, that they helped with the Vision cinematic trailer in the past, so they knew, like, they already had a working understanding before that. If you want to know what, there you go. This is the Vision trailer, with the one with Maya walking down the streets and encountering the entity, and also the judge, which unfortunately we never got. But yeah, it's a nice little tidbit to discover, which I didn't know. Another thing that is interesting about what happened today with Sharkmob is that they are looking for local testers. This ad was put out this week that they're looking for playtesters to join 4 playtest sessions on 4 consecutive days in March. And they need to attend on-site in Malmö and need to have experience with multiplayer shooter games. So, like, this is speculation on my end, but it doesn't necessarily you don't need to necessarily be a genius that this is about testing Exoborne. It's the only other product that they're currently working on in Malmö. Game number 3 is not in the studio in Malmö. It is being developed in London. So, this is probably going to be about testing Exoborne. So, based on the previous speculation, like whenever they announced the game, okay, and I've looked at all the data that was out there, and I've did a little package to explain exactly what was Exoborne, what can we expect out of Exoborne. You can go back inside the newscast that I've done around the newscast that was done like right after the announcement. You're gonna find it. We're looking at different articles and different things about that. So I was speculating from the info that I gathered that at the moment of the reveal, they were working on an alpha version of Exoborne. Usually, given the time that it takes to put an alpha together, like they put it together, they test it internally, then there's the feedback loop, they implement the feedback, they test it internally again, and then they get it to a point where they need people from the exterior, like you need to reach out to the public to get like people's impressions about that. And usually alpha tests are good to see like if your proof of concept of your game is working. So if the gameplay loop, things like if the gameplay loop is interesting, if the overall game has potential, like what are the pitfalls, what are some negatives. And while you're in the alpha, you're still at kind of the widest range of possibilities that are in front of you. You know, you can still go back on some core things about the game and change those, and you can maybe focus more on the good. Like after all this feedback, like, does this give us, like, are people lost about what we're trying to do? Are people understanding what this game is about? How are they playing? What seems to be like the objectives? Are things working or things not working? Like, so you get to focus on the main core concepts of the game, like, and what are your selling points? Because any person that spent like any time on a creative project, like, you know, at some point you spend so much time with your nose against the project, like you need some perspective on your work. So that's also you need like an alpha is also like a moment where you've got different people in different departments that are working on different pieces for your game, and then you're starting to put some of them together in an alpha. So now's the time to see like if it like do things work, do things not work, is the overall game coherent, are there some things out of place, like all these kinds of questions. So yeah, I'm thinking that is to test the an alpha version of Exoborne. Now, as far as why is it attend on site in Malmö? It's normal to want to make the person like to make that test in person only. Also because they're AAA game studio. This is the big game that they've been wanting to put out there. So they want to keep this game under wraps as much as possible. Also, if you've been following Sharkmob games and all the stuff that they've been doing like on their Twitter and Instagram and all of that over the last few years, they have been like pretty much front and center, like fostering the gaming population, IT, computer science, all of that. They've been holding seminars, conferences, visits, a whole bunch of events to inform and educate people on like what they're doing or things that work in the gaming industry and all that sort of stuff. So it is absolutely not surprising that with all of the people that are around or in Malmö, that they'd want to invite all the people who are in their direct area to have the same interests as them, because like they're already there. They know that they've been there because they've been meeting with them. They've been having those, like I said, the seminars, conferences, and visits. Like they're there. So it's just like, hey, come help out your buddy. Let's do some testing under NDA, of course. And so that's why there's some people that are going like, oh, I can do it remote, but no, it makes sense that they want to like keep it in there, keep it in Malmö. So, yeah, and why I'm talking about this, I just want to reiterate, like, this is what I think is going on with the development of Exoborne, like, so don't quote me unless, like, you're saying that I'm speculating. I talk about this because, of course, like, for us Bloodhunt fans, we want to keep a peripheral on Exoborne. We want to know, like, what's going on, maybe grab the attention of some potential Bloodhunt players. We also know that, like, on the kind of reverse side, we know that there's some people that have interest in Exoborne that are checking out Bloodhunt, the community, or just keeping an eye on what's happening with Bloodhunt for many different kind of reasons, get a pulse of what's happening or what's going on here. So yeah, for us, I think it's still interesting to just like, whenever I think that there's going to be like something that are important moments or important informations that we need to know about Exoborne, that's why I'm going to be like referencing this, because we just got to keep an eye on it. Even if we're not interested, even if we're not going to play it, it's still kind of like, there's another, it's like we're part of a house and there's another house party inside of the house, and we're just kind of like, there's some stuff happening in the other rooms, like, and they know that there's some stuff happening in this room. So we're just kind of like, are we cool? Are we cool? Are we cool? Anyways. Yeah. Also, like, added Omnis to Exoborne. Like, there's a lot of references of, like, I've talked about this over the last few weeks. There's been a lot of cool little nods to Bloodhunt that have found their way inside of Exoborne. So, like, I'm trying to sleep in my part of the house. Quiet down over here. Yeah, so the there's a hacking organization called Omnis as a reference to Omnis inside of Bloodhunt. There's also a bunch of Easter eggs. There's been reference to Prague and a certain hatch cult in Prague. There's been recently there's been a reference to some ambassadors ambassadors, and it turns out that some of the ambassadors are just like some of the mods that are in the Bloodhunt Discord, such as Jake, Meriden, and Far. Their names have been showing up inside of the hacking stuff as ambassadors, so you know it's kind of cool. It's nice to have a little reference, so it's nice to keep an eye on this. So also nice to keep an eye on the development, because you know it also means on our end we need to keep like, okay, they're going to be in they're looking to test an alpha this month. Okay, so they're in alpha phase. What does that mean for us? How long do we keep? How long are we like? Do we still need to keep like encouraging people to play Bloodhunt? You know, personally for me, it's just like, how long do I still have to keep doing events for the community? That's why I'm still keeping an eye on this. Yeah, we like Philozika. We love this game. We'd love to have more about this game, like a new battle pass. We absolutely would love to have new content, but unfortunately, Sharkmob upstairs decided to, like in the finance department, decided that it was not worth investing anymore inside this game. So we're doing what we can. As a reminder, because I still get people that ask me this week, that ask me like regularly, but especially this week, because some people have been coming with the login issues and the server issues. I've been asking like, what does that mean? Does that mean that the game is gonna end? No, there's two conditions that are still going on to make sure that the server's staying up. One, they said as long as there's an active community still playing the game, the servers are gonna be up. And condition number two, also need to make sure that this active community is still wanting to spend real life money to buy tokens in game, to buy some cosmetics. The money that you're putting inside buying the tokens is directly paying the cost of maintaining and keeping the servers working. And yeah, to the surprise of some people, there's been a debate about this like not too long ago in the Bloodhunt chat in the Discord about like, you know, there's a way to get free tokens in the game. Why would you ever spend real life money on this game? Well, apparently, according to one of the community managers, they say like you'd be surprised. There's still people that are new to this game, want to get the cosmetics, want to look like sexy badass vampire or brutal badass vampire or whatever you want to call it. They're willing to spend some hard-earned cash inside this game, and it's keeping the servers up. So these are the two conditions, and I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part and trying to make sure that we've got some events for the community. So we're at the point where I tell you what is happening, what are we expecting for this week. So this weekend, ending tomorrow in the evening, we've got Leaper Messiah's event, Fashion Victims, the voting. We've got the community vote at the end of the day. Also is going to end. It's going to be very interesting. Remember to go inside the game and to vote. And keep in mind that that we've got a trios event next Saturday, and the results are going to be impacting the event. So make sure that you take your time and consider for the community vote. We've got the Scouting Prague event that's going on, like I said, every Wednesday and for a whole week. So you can always join up into that. And also, like I said, March 16th, so incoming Saturday, we've got Testament, Trios, Protect the Prince event. Sign up for this. We've got next Saturday, March 23rd, FUNament, TDM, solo performance. Sign up for that. And March 30th, another Saturday, the next 3 Saturdays, March 30th, we've got Trios competitive event for PC. Sign up for all of these. Sign up in advance. Get yourself some friends. Get yourself. Let's make sure that we've got a fun good time together. And I guess you're gonna see still a lot of me casting and being awkward and all of this, because yeah, there's still no one else that's been stepping up and saying like, hey, I want to cast one of those events. No one's been No one's been stepping up. So I guess if you don't like me, I'm sorry you're stuck with me hosting those events. So I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah, so spread the word for the events. Sign up, participate. I hope that my message is clear about all the previous signing ups, and especially for the trios competitive. I hope the message went through for this. I want to make clear, everyone, again, I'm going to say it again, everyone can join up in all of those events, including the competitive one. So, yeah, there you go. That's all I had to, that's pretty all I had to say. I've been recording this for a very long time. I'm sorry, like what I said, a short recap of the Bloodhunt news. Yeah, right, Khalior. Just flap your mouth for about 2 hours. So, remember to join in, participate, watch the streams or lurk, but make sure that you make your presence known so that all our efforts are not completely wasted. Remember that right now the game is in our hands. The community is the key. The community keeps keeps a part of this game moving forward. We are the core of the community. Game still has potential. The game will only die if we let it die. So help out, have fun, play the game. Don't burn yourself out on it though. Don't burn yourself out. You got to take some. You gotta play some other games once in a while. You gotta, variety is the spice of life. And we know there's been a lot of spice since in the air, especially since Dune Part 2 has been released. So you can always just log in, do your daily challenges, get yourself that token XP. That's all you gotta do. And yeah, as usual, if you got some other ideas on community incentives or other stuff, don't forget to help out, raise a hand, send a DM. But if you're currently watching the stream, I'm going to be ending the recording, but I'm still going to be streaming. I'm going to give out a purple paint code to a lucky PC player only. Please give me a follow on Twitch while you're at it. The channel is growing. I appreciate everyone for joining up. Remember that whenever I stream Bloodhunt, you can always get the special drops, and I do some code giveaways. At 1,000 followers, we're gonna do a massive giveaway for the followers of this channel. So yeah, help out. Follow my socials. They're all listed there, right there on the side. Thank you, Makrai. And without that being said, thank you everyone for watching. Be kind to each other and to yourself. And I will see you next week, next Saturday, for the Protect the Prince event. And then on Sunday for the news recap. And hopefully I'm going to be streaming in between. But that's it. That's enough for me. Thank you for watching.